About an hour from Hobart, David Jennings is getting ready to harvest the biggest single commercial strawberry crop in Tasmania.
This is the toughest it's been. So, I mean, normally, we'd have probably, 800 people on the books, at the moment sort of thing, and there's nowhere near that at the moment. So it's quite a concern going into this season, yes.
About 15 backpackers are currently helping him weed around 1.5 million strawberry plants. Harvest time's in a fortnight. He was hoping to hire more backpackers to help pick his crop, but inquiries are down markedly on last year, and he blames the so-called backpacker tax.
Hopefully, the drop in the tax will sort of, get them on their way, but I mean, it's a little too much too late, you know what I mean? It's just too late coming, so these people plan, their trips months in advance, and they line up jobs before they leave home, so the uncertainty with this tax and, the government and the way they've sort of put it off, for so long in the last 12 to 15 months has been a huge impact on this industry.
16 months ago, the federal government announced plans to impose a tax rate of 32.5% on seasonal workers from July this year.
I think that's very bad because it's not good for us. Yeah, we just come here to work, to travel, but now if the tax raised, our income will get low.
The plan was put on hold during the election campaign, pending a review. Farm groups warned the new tax was higher than other comparable nations like Canada and New Zealand, and that backpackers would give Australia a wide berth. The policy triggered a huge backlash from the government backbench and producers, leading to today's backdown.
We are not so precious as a government to think we can't improve on things, and that when people give us feedback, we can't make them better. Now, that's what we've done on superannuation. That's what we've done on this issue.
We've just seen this latest backflip from the government on the backpacker tax. There's no doubt that George Christensen and the right wing of that party are spelling out the song which Mr Turnbull has to sing.
The changes mean foreign backpackers will pay a new tax rate of 19 cents in the dollar from January, and the government will keep 95% of their superannuation contributions. The working holiday visa charge has been cut by $50. $10 million has been set aside for an advertising campaign to entice backpackers back down under to holiday and work. And in preempting a switch to the cash-only economy, the government is boosting compliance checks, requiring employers to register if they're hiring foreigners.
Of course, that's good for us, that's good for everybody, every backpacker. Yes, we love Australia, that's true, but yeah, if a low rate, that's good news for us. Thank you, please.
It's a sigh of relief today. It has taken some time and it has been a challenge, but today we understand the government is listening to the farmers of Australia, and it's a welcome relief.
For David Jennings and other producers, the change is too late.
No doubt we will lose fruit, yeah. It's inevitable, that the amount of people that, we need and the inquiries we've had at the moment, within, say the next 6 weeks, we can't see the amount of people coming that we will need. No.
Where are they going to find the workers? The Nationals, who agitated for the changes to the backpacker tax, are happy.
Clearly what this shows is that we have resolved the issue and now we can move on.
Not quite. Fixing one problem has created another. The original tax was supposed to raise more than $500 million over 4 years. The changes create a budget hole, but the government's found another way to fill it by slugging all travellers heading overseas. We'll pay $5 more on the passenger movement charge, what used to be the old departure tax. It'll be $60 from next July, sparking another backlash.
The real problem here is the government has fallen for that old one again of treating our industry as a cash cow. So they are now expecting us to pay for them making a decision that was bad in the first place.
I understand that the tourism sector would prefer that the passenger movement charge doesn't go up. There are many things I would prefer, but when you're in the fiscal setting we're in, then every area has to wash its face.
Many MPs, including the Treasurer, are annoyed. Regions where producers are struggling to hire workers are also areas with high youth unemployment. Expect the government to double down on its efforts to get the controversial 4-week wait for the New Start jobless allowance through the Senate. Pauline Hanson and her senators are on side. Bob Day and David Leyonhjelm sound supportive. The government's had talks with the Xenophon team. It will decide soon. If the party supports it, the measure should pass the parliament.
The government is frustrated that in many parts of Australia, whether it's in northern Tasmania or northern Queensland, Darwin, southwest and Western Australia, where there are real difficulties in getting Australians who may be in these places to actually work in these locations.
Another policy area that could be ripe for the picking.